Welcome to I Just Have to Say Something. The Real News Network does a superb job on keeping an eye on law enforcement. Man was arrested for felony possessions of drugs for a dollar bill he had in his wallet. Before we dive in, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. The link to this original video will be in the description box below.
Hey, I'm Officer Bear with the Paducah Police Department. Man, the reason I'm stopping you, okay, is a couple things. First off, your tag light is busted out. The lights that go over your plate in the back there, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
you got the two of them. None of them were working, so there's nothing shining on the plate. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the second thing is, man, you're swerving in the lane there. You crossed over the dotted white line and then over the fog line there, the solid white on your right side. Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess I just didn't realize I was doing it.
I was talking his head off. You just talking his head off? Okay.
Yeah.
You got your license. Hold on to that paperwork, okay?
Okay.
And then you got an ID on you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is this your truck, Mr. Ham?
No.
This is whose truck is this?
Dennis Bell.
There are no guns or knives in the car or anything,
No.
is there?
No.
Okay. Mr. Ham, come on back here. I'm going to talk to you in front of my car and get that paperwork from you, okay? Come on back here with me.
Wow. Why do I need to get out of the car?
Because I'm going to run your stuff back here in my car, okay?
Oh.
Just stay in the car. We'll get out of here in just a second, okay?
Now, as you can see, after he stopped Philip Ham, the driver, police asked him to exit the vehicle and then forcefully searched Mr. Ham while denying his right to a lawyer. Let's watch.
Right?
No.
Like knives or anything?
No.
Okay. Just
No,
reach.
it doesn't mean you need to search.
Well, I can pat you down. You're reaching around.
No, man. No, I ain't reaching around shit.
Yeah, you're reaching in your pockets. As soon as you come out the car, I'm going to frisk you, okay?
Man,
Man, what?
call my lawyer, dude. I mean, this is crazy.
What do you need to call a lawyer for?
Because this is ridiculous.
How's this ridiculous? This lighter, cigarettes, your wallet.
Lighter, cigarettes, wallet.
I'm allowed to frisk you, okay?
Okay.
So come on in front of me. That's all that was.
I mean,
all right?
I'm sorry.
You're digging in your pockets. You're pulling up your pants, which I get. But then when I say something about it,
I feel you.
you keep having your hands in your pocket. I don't know if you got a gun. Yeah.
Now? Okay.
I don't know if you got a gun or not.
I get it.
Okay. You know how many cops get shot?
Too many.
All the time.
Too
Okay. And I ain't trying to be that cop.
And then, unable to conjure charges, the stop devolves into a classic fishing expedition, where the officer simply uses his unchecked power to find evidence, press charges, or just make Mr. Ham really uncomfortable, which includes a field sobriety test, which he passed. Take a look.
Okay. Y'all coming from a night out? Did y'all go to the Touchdown Tunes or anything?
No. He was walking down the road the other day, or not the other day, but earlier, and went and picked him up over there by Western Baptist. It's just a buddy of mine.
Over by Western Baptist?
Yeah. He was at another friend's house, and then he was walking downtown.
So where y'all come from?
Oh, we just went over to KC's, but they were closed.
Dude, I will tell you, like I tell everybody, take a step back, take a deep breath, and don't tell the police officer anything. They're going to do everything they can to twist your words up and give them an excuse to abuse your rights.
Yeah, they closed down earlier. They had some issues going on.
That's what they said. They had
They had a little fight and everything.
Somebody got maybe knocked out or got hurt, so they were like, cut it off.
Gotcha. How much you had to drink tonight, bud?
Not much. I mean, not enough to really impair me or anything.
Not enough to impair you? Okay, that's fine. So you don't think you're impaired at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. Your driving not concern you, swerving in the lane or anything?
No, I mean, I guess I was a little distracted, just a little distracted. Trying to put on music and shit.
Okay, I got you. No big deal. Let me run your stuff, okay? 374. Yeah. You ever been in trouble with police before?
Not in a long time.
Not in a long time. What was it before?
Like amended to attempted tampering with physical evidence. But I mean, it's
what was? I don't know. I mean, I'll look it up. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just
what is it? Like tampering of what?
No, attempted tampering with physical evidence. It wasn't even like it was
like drugs or something.
No, it was like a charge that they came up with, like
What do you mean?
Because I had an attorney, so like they worked something out.
Well, I'm saying, what were the original charges?
I mean, I guess like I was asleep in a parking lot or whatever, and I guess they thought I was intoxicated.
Oh.
But I mean, that's like 8-9 years ago.
8-9 years ago. Okay.
But other than that, I haven't even had, well, maybe a traffic speeding ticket in Tennessee.
Gotcha. All right, so here's the deal, man. Let me ask you real quick to run some simple tests for me, okay? Because your driving's concerning me. You've been drinking. I can smell it off of you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Here's what I'm asking you to do real quick. Say your alphabet from D to Q without singing it.
From D to Q
Yep.
without singing it. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q.
All right, count backwards, 74 to 56.
74 to 56 backwards. 74, 73, 72, 71, 70, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 7.
Okay.
What's crazy about a lot of these field sobriety tests is that honestly, at my age, in my health, I probably can do half these things on a good day. Talk to an attorney in your area, find out what your rights are when it comes to doing roadside sobriety tests. Every state's a little different, and I would encourage you to get ahead of this to find out what your rights are.
Not satisfied after searching Mr. Ham multiple times and giving him a sobriety test, police decide that the lack of any evidence of wrongdoing does not justify allowing him to go. Instead, they summon a canine unit, ostensibly, to circumvent the fact that Mr. Ham did not consent to a search. And then they pull his car apart. Take a look. But this stop and search was not over yet. Not hardly. That's because after police failed to find a reason to arrest Mr. Ham, they decided to fixate on his passenger next.
Face the car, okay? I'm gonna make sure you ain't got no weapons or anything on you, okay? You can put your hands on top of the car, that's fine. What all's in this pocket here? A bunch of keys and stuff? Well, don't reach for it. I don't know if you got a knife or something on you.
No.
Okay.
I got my keys in there.
Yeah?
And then in my left pocket, I have a pair of brass knuckles that I found.
Okay, so you do have some brass knuckles on you?
Yes,
Can I
sir.
pull all this stuff out of here just so I can make sure we ain't got nothing?
Yeah.
Flashlight. So you're carrying around brass knuckles?
I found them tonight.
You found them tonight? Okay.
Yeah.
What's down here, bud?
My medicine.
Ooh, that's a lot of medicine. Keep your hands on the car.
Sorry. Okay.
That's a lot of stuff. What all is your medicine? Keep your hands on the car.
I get prescribed Suboxone.
Yeah?
Get prescribed Valium.
You got any meth on you?
No, sir.
No?
No, I gave that up when I got arrested, sir.
Finally, after almost an hour of investigating, probing, questioning, and otherwise trying to find a reason to arrest Mr. Ham, police actually put him in handcuffs. Why? Because they asserted the dog had indicated the presence of methamphetamine in the car, a claim that ended up being untrue.
I will tell you, I'm a dog lover, but I have my serious problems with police canines on these drug things because these animals want to please their handlers. So of course they want to make their handlers happy by giving a positive because that makes the handler happy. You can see it in their body language. I like to know how many times this dog has given a false positive. And what is the department standards for when this dog has X amount of false positives when that dog needs to be retired from duty or retrained? Just asking a question.
But despite the questionable hit, the use of the canine allowed the police to search the car. So, after handcuffing them both for questionable charges, the officer begins testing bills from Mr. Ham's wallet for methamphetamine on the hood of his car. I'm not kidding. They performed the test, which you are watching now, on the hood of an automobile. And from the trace of drugs on $1 in his wallet, they carted both Mr. Ham and his passenger to jail, charging Mr. Ham with felony, that's right, felony possession, for a few latent molecules on a piece of currency, a charge that carries 1 to 3 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Now, as I mentioned before in my other videos, I am not an attorney, but I gotta wonder the state of mind of this officer. I wonder if he knew that 90% of all U.S. currency have been shown to contain some cocaine residue. I wonder if he knew that. And hell, if you look hard enough, about 60% has methamphetamine. That's exactly what he was looking for. And about 20% has oxycodone, based on a study from Dickinson College. And if you Google it, this is common knowledge that U.S. currency currently has traces up into the high 90 percentiles. So you could be an innocent person, go down to your bank, or you go down to your local store, and you get change. There's a 90% chance in some cases that that bill that just got handed to you has traces of drugs. You get pulled over by some scumbag cop who's fishing to put you in jail, especially if you had a prior conviction of a drug or narcotics conviction. Hell, you just made his day. And we'll find out why these cops are doing this in just a little bit.
But this video doesn't just depict a bad arrest. Some of the video actually shows the contempt officers have for the people they are putting in cuffs, a rare glimpse in the psyche of how police really view the extraordinary act of putting someone in a cage that probably says more about the problematic and corrupting influence of police power than any other facet of the stop. Take a look.
Denied consent, very nervous when I asked him questions about drugs in the vehicle. He looked away. When he got out of the car, I frisked him and immediately goes, "Oh, you can't do that. I want my lawyer present." Front passenger has manufacturing meth charges. Last name's Ham, Hamm.
Now, this cop has been watching too many movies because my understanding, that whole psychology, if you're telling the truth, you look in one direction. If you're lying, you look at another. That's all been debunked as far as I know. Please put it in the comment section. But as far as I know, that's all BS. It's been proven to be BS. The fact that somebody asked for an attorney shouldn't draw suspicion. If you watched any of my other videos, you will know that I am super hard on violent criminals, especially those that use guns. But I do have resentment for police officers that are manufacturing criminals. Just because you did something wrong in the past doesn't give carte blanche to the police officers to fabricate a crime that didn't exist.
So, Stephen, we've found a profit motive in other cities like Loveland, Colorado, when it comes to DUI arrests and traffic enforcement citations. Have you found any evidence of that here?
Well, yes, Say, you're exactly right. They're the same incentives that there are in Loveland, Colorado. We've covered quite extensively that they participate in federal grant programs, which require them to make a certain amount of arrests, quotas, if you will, that, this department has definitely participated in. They have given out awards. So it's a very similar system. It exists all over the country, and it's definitely worth questioning.
So now we know the truth why these things are happening across America. You got departments that are getting grants. You got officers that are getting awards. Those awards are leading to a promotion, career advancement. And if they have to do it at the expense of some innocent person, so be it. Keep in mind that the work that these officers do are based on arrest. Convictions are a matter of the court. So as long as they're not grossly violating your rights where there's not a civil rights complaint, hey, if it costs you thousands of dollars and months of your life and a whole lot of heartache and grief to get over a bogus arrest, he doesn't care because he's going to get promoted. And in fact, every time you're going to court and it costs you a day at work and it's costing you thousands of dollars in attorney's fees, he's getting paid overtime. So it's a twofer for him. And you're just, just another driver's license. You're just another faceless person. And his attitude, if I had to speculate, would be, if I didn't catch you this time, you probably done it 5 other times and you just got away with it. When civil rights are completely violated, like in this case, in my opinion, qualified immunity should go away. We must hold these departments and these police officers accountable for their action. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for visiting.